Are you looking for a Dominaria United Brawl deck that won't cost too many rares? Look no further, because we've got ELAS. That's right. ELAS il-KOR, Sadistic Pilgrim of Phyrexian Core Cleric. It's a 2/2 Death Touch, relevant. But the most relevant thing is it has the Meat Hook Massacre text, unalchemized Meat Hook Massacre, I should add. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. That's slightly different than Meat Hook. But you get the idea. It's pinging. And whenever another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. We've also got Meat Hook in here. So the real text on Meat Hook is whenever a creature opponent control dies, you gain 1 life. Whenever a creature you control dies, opponent loses 1 life. The point is, we're just going to play a bunch of creatures. And then it doesn't... And if we do enough damage early on, it's not going to matter for our creatures when we attack with them if they die or not, as long as we got ELAS down, because they're going to be dealing a damage, and they're just... Life total is going to go... So, as you see, when you watch these games, watch this, because there will be games where it looks like we're going to lose, and then we're going to win because the life total goes with the ELAS. It's pretty amazing. And we can do that with like board wipes like Path of Peril, Vanquish the Horde, like Meat Hook. We can like board wipe ourselves even to win the game, which you're going to see. But what do we have? We have a lot of cheap creatures. We got like creatures like Lunarch that can be 2 creatures. We got some cheap removal, cut down. Dockside Chef can eat up our creatures to get us those last life points. Eat a life, we can sacrifice our creatures. Ecstatic Awakener eats creatures. Rotten Reunion, deal with graveyard decks, and make us some creatures. Undying Malice has been an all-star in my testing of this deck. Of course, people always try to remove your commander. And we have a lot of creatures with ETB effects, like Virus Beetle or... Corrupt Court Official to make people discard and they go to kill that, or we chump block with that and then bring it back and deal that. Spirited Companion, we can draw cards again. Some of these adversaries we can re-trigger if we cast them early. Phyrexian Missionary. I don't know if Kicker works with the Undying Malice. Anybody a judge out there who can tell me? What was the other one I was going to find? Where is it? Ambitious Farmhand. This is the one I'm thinking of, because this has an enter the battlefield trigger where you go and get a plane. So this can go get us lands in hand and help us hit our land drops. So only 16 rares in the deck, so not a huge investment, and you can definitely cut stuff down. Like for a while I wasn't running Fateful Absence in the deck. I just felt like I needed more stuff to deal with Planeswalkers because all these Joda Planeswalker decks running around. Other than that, you could put a little bit more. We got Infernal Grasp, which is just creature removal. You could put in a little more removal and take out some creatures maybe. But I'm playing like Knight of Dusk's Shadow and Knight of Dawn's Light because I just really like these new knights from Dominaria United. But, you know, maybe you could swap those out with something else. But otherwise, pretty good stuff. Morbid Opportunist, Welcoming Vampire. We're going to draw stuff. Wedding Announcements, making multiple creatures. Restoration of Iganjo flips into a 3/4 that makes creatures. Extraction Specialist, another way to get those ETB, those creatures I talked about. And Vanquish the Horde. It looks like it's a lot, 8 mana, but it's never that much. It's usually like 2 or 3 mana for us to cast and wipe the board. So that is the deck. Stick around and watch some games. And if you happen to find your way here for the first time and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. This is a very small channel. YouTube doesn't show my videos to very many people yet, so you're here early. But interacting with the channel by subscribing, leaving a comment, hitting a like, all that stuff can be helpful for the almighty algorithm. And with that, let's go to the matches. Up against Sheoldred. Can't get away from it in Standard. Can't get away from it in Brawl. Seems like a keepable hand. Okay, just playing all the good black cards probably. We'll just start getting down the creatures. They don't take Fell Stinger, we play Adeline. If they do take Adeline, we'll play Fell Stinger. They might take Adversary to keep us from having to play on 4. Curse of Leeches. Could run that in this deck. Huh. Well, we want to do Adeline. Rather than represent, we can flip the Awakener. Soul Transfer. Be really great to get one more swamp. Let's just eat a creature and see if we can get there. There it is. We've even got to play. Here's Sheoldred. And it takes some damage. No removal at the moment, which is a bit rough. Send in the Fellstinger. So we'll just keep building up the board. Oh, hold up, Undying Malice first. Did we miss a land drop actually? Did we have to do that? I don't know. Demons do. Cry 2, draw 2, lose 2. Corrupt Court Official. Go for being intrepid here. In life. We just all attack, right? They kill one of our 2/2s, so what? Knight of Dusk's Shadow. They got all the draw spells. They're net positive on life when they do that. Sheoldred would be a good one to make a video of. Well, they got us there. Phyrexian Missionary. It kicked. Leave back the adversary. And maybe ELAS. Get in with the rest of them. A little bit stuck on black mana here. To get one more so we can cast Defiler and still hold up the Malice. Opponent hasn't had a lot of removal. Just that one piece got rid of Adeline. A Graveyard Trespasser. Nothing to eat in our graveyard. They ate their own graveyard. Okay. Fair enough. Liliana of the Veil. Probably did that in the wrong order.
I win. You're telling me what you know about the Raven Man. Sacrifices must be made.
Why on earth did he tap it like that? Gain some life. Need that sweet, sweet life gain here. Maybe you should have left back the Intrepid Adversary. They go to 3. They can go to 2. We have to be very careful killing our board here. Evolved Sleeper. Okay. Going wide. It's a close game. Murder. We'll have that come back. We go to 4. Did I exploit something? Guess I'll decline. We can gain a life off whatever we discard here. I think they may have us if they just all attack. They may be too scared to do so, however. Ooh, Morbid Opportunist. That's cool. We can play that. And we can play that. And then just all attack. Anything they kill, they're going to take a damage from. And anything they don't kill, they're going to take damage from. Guess their best blocker is really the Concealing Curtains. Pow, 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 pow. Got him. Brawling with ELAS. Ooh. Balmor. This one I want to make myself. Let's take a free mulligan. We don't have a lot of colors. Now we do. We could keep that. Balmor. Balmoral Castle. May as well play a tap lane. Phoenix check. What do we think? Do we think they have the removals? Just get the companion going. A meat hook. Maybe we shouldn't commit too much to the board. Festival Crusher. We do need to get lands, though. We do need to get double black. No attacks. Here's Balmor. Here's Balmy. Play with fire. To face. I think I'll let the farmhand. Or should I let the farmhand or the companion go to the graveyard? This is a guaranteed land, but it's white. This is a redraw. Extraction specialist. Of course, I'm talking about. Oh. Well, ELAS can block Festival Crasher. No attacks. If we can get them to spend their ammo. Strategically. Like they're gonna zap the knight. Yeah, we'll block. Scarred Splendor, is that not going to do us anything? We can extract the farmhand and play the Corrupt Court Official, I guess. See if we can get a spell out of their hand. Pretty sure they don't have lands. Okay, the Jin. No attacks. Maybe I could have attacked there. Back up to 17. Thirsts for discovery. I'll get some lands now, I'm sure. Bouncing the extraction specialist. I don't think that was a good play. I mean, I can just jump with the court official and bring it back. You take a lot of damage. There's our other black. Meat hook for 3. Then, man, do we leave it in the graveyard? I think we don't. We'd rather extract something else here. A bunch of pings. They're at 13, we're at 8. The Dream Shackle Geist. Sure. And a Pit Fighter. Wow, okay. They had a bunch of creatures in hand? They playing around board wipes? Sunlit Marsh, not the greatest. Let's go with a Morbid Opportunist first. And bring back the Corrupt Court Official. Keep knocking that hand down. Delver of Secrets, okay. Well, that Geist is a real problem. Flies for 3. Okay. We have enough to play Sigarda and this. We got to take every bit of life gain we can take. May as well send this in since they're going to tap it anyway. Gain 3 life. Okay. They have enough pump spells to get that 9 on us. Let's see. Let's find out. Vadric. Not a pump spell. Ambitious Assault. A great pump spell. Okay, well, good game. Not sure why they played it that way first, but... So it goes, so it goes. So, what did we learn playing ELAS? Well, it was a bit more competitive when I tested it and I wasn't recording, but it's a really fun deck, and I think people could keep refining it and do stuff. Maybe Voice of the Blessed is not really needed. Our life gain synergies are kind of whatever. I mean, of course, this gets down and gets unanswered. Maybe it wins the game. So, otherwise, like, let's look at the rares here and see what modifications you can make. If anybody's still watching, leave a comment, please. We need rare greater than uncommon. Okay, so Fateful Absence, you could switch out for another removal spell. Preferably one that deals with planeswalkers. Adversary, I think, is really good, but you know, if you don't have it, you won't miss it. Voice of the Blessed, as I said, probably not that great. Jadar, I would definitely get in there. Tainted Adversary, you probably want in there. Meat Hook, you definitely want. You should craft that anyway. It's in every deck right now. Extraction Specialist is pretty darn good in this deck, but you could definitely run without it. Restoration you could do without. Wedding Announcement's pretty good, also in lots of standard decks right now, so worth crafting. Welcoming Vampire, this never really got to hang out and pay off for me, but I think it's pretty good. Adeline's great. You hopefully already have some Adelines, because it's been a good card for a while. Path of Peril, you probably don't necessarily need it, or Vanquish the Horde. You could do other board wipes, or just not do board wipes and just try to count on your opponent doing board wipes, because honestly, there's plenty of those. So thanks so much for watching this far. Watch some other Brawl videos over here, and I've been Man and Dad with a sneezy nose today, reminding you, Magic is a game so fun, even Dad's going to enjoy it. Adios.